Hey Kickstarter, my name is Brentley Talbert, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my project. I'm coming out with an album called Not Alone. The album is centered around the basis of knowing that there's something greater in life and knowing that that source is really out there.
What's your purpose? The meaning of my life?
What's your purpose?
To be here? That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what they thought. There's many people that really believe that when this life is over, there's really nothing to answer to. There's nothing that's going to happen. It's just like kind of blank white space. And if it's not white space, it's black space. And a main goal of mine is really just to share with them the importance of what is to come after the mere simplicity of this life is over. So in the essence of the title Not Alone, main thing is that I grew up with a background of being alone and having to deal with things alone, having to push myself to do this. Like, nobody pushed me to finish high school, nobody pushed me to do this or to do that. You don't have to get your high school diploma, Brantley, you don't have to do this, you don't have to get a job. But I felt like I was just pushing myself to do all these important things when, I feel like I should have had some kind of greater purpose, some kind of greater thing that I was working towards. But then I realized that, in a mere heartbreak, that led me to realize that my life was dependent on a God who loved me. It changed my life. And in that, knowing that I was ignoring the fact that there was somebody waiting on me to realize them patiently and lovingly and forgivingly and gracefully, it's really humbling to find that out. And it's really humbling to realize that. And the main thing I want to do is just tap into real life with teenagers and people such as people I run into on the street, like if they're a Jew and they think,
I believe in Jesus. I do believe in Jesus. I myself am a Jew, so he's part of my tribe. Gotta represent. Yeah, gotta represent the Jews. That's what's up. Do I believe that he's the Messiah? Who knows?
So that's a little bit about what the album means. I got a couple single tracks, such as I am an alien. I got a track called Doubt. Just tracks that talk about different aspects of what life may look like for these certain people, which is pretty cool. I love being able to take what I've seen in my life and be able to do that and be able to put that in music and be able to express myself, because there's really no other way that I do it. This is my career. This is what I want my life to be. Representing God and representing God's image and representing Jesus and a greater purpose in music, in that message where people can hear something that they wouldn't normally hear from a church or a preacher. They can hear it from a fast rhyme. So this is initially where I need your support, because I've been rapping to secular beats ever since 2010. And it's really hard for me to be able to rap in a setting such as a camp that I work for, or teenage conferences or something like that, when the setting is that I'm rapping to these secular beats that I've been doing, and it's just all they hear when they hear the sound is they say, okay, well, I've heard that before. Somebody's already made that song good and he's just redoing it, and they completely miss the message. So my goal is to initially redo everything I've been doing for the past 2 years, kind of restructure my message and actually take on and take seriously the call that I have on my life. And I'm not taking that lightly. It's really great to be able to know that God's pulling on my heart to say, hey, you need to get real about what you're doing. And if that means you starting from scratch and scratching everything that you've done so far, time to begin, time to get to work. So it's been really great to realize what I need to do, and kind of the vision that I have right now for it. And again, that's an issue where you come in, because I mean, I've been doing this for a while now, and I've been doing college. I go to Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary. Been doing that, and it's been really hard to be able to do that and balance that in music, and balance that with like a time schedule of having to do summer camp with Be Do Tell, and other things that are like just kind of conflicted in my life. But it's also great to know that I can do something and see God work magnificently in that. And I say at first the goal was like nowhere near it is right now, and people looked at me like I was crazy. They were like, "So you're trying to raise money to like push out an album? Like, did you even get out your mixtape?" I was like, "No, I'm just skipping that. I'm going straight to the album." And they were just like, "All right, well, good luck." And I was like, "Thanks." But now I got a goal of $4,000. And to the people that it seemed impossible to before, like, I mean, we're talking above and beyond right now. But that's why I'm coming out to you. That's why I'm representing myself and representing my purpose and God's purpose in me on Kickstarter, to share with you my vision and the mission that God's laid on my heart, and pray that I can see Him work magnificently through other people to see Him accomplish His goal. And I know He can, and I know that this goal can be met or broken. So I mean, it's just really great, and I'm really excited to see what happens when this is all said and done. And the cool thing is the tester is, if I don't meet the goal, I don't keep any of the money. Like, I get nothing. If I don't get $4,000 or more, I get nothing. So it's kind of crazy to go that big of a risk, to do this much time and spend this much time doing all this stuff and preparing for this, just prepare for the preparation of the album. So it's crazy, but I'm ready to see God work, and I'm ready to see God's glory, and I am waiting in eager expectation and in prayer, just see what crazy stuff He's gonna do. But I have faith in Him, and I know that I'm not alone in this, and I know that I have no reason to complain. I have no reason to argue. I have no reason to say, "Well, I can't take risks," because God took the biggest risk for me. And if I have whatever minor, small thing I have to do to get His name out there, I'm going to do it. I'm going to let people know that even though I can't portray to people, I know absolutely that God exists. I'm going to show them that I would die for this God that died for me, even if they don't believe it. And I'm going to show them that He's there, and I'm going to portray His image in my life. And I'm going to make it very evident that I have a God behind me, and there's nothing or anyone or anything that can or is going to stop me. And I'm very sure of that. So with that said, I thank you for your time, and I pray that you will support, and I pray that you will help me with this amazing goal, big goal. And again, you can look at the rewards on the right side of the screen, I think, and you can see what's good for you. You can see kind of what fits you, and I would love to see how that ends up for you, and how you end up getting benefit from how much love you show. So please enjoy whatever you get. Please enjoy the album when it comes out. Please pray for me in the process of making the album and getting this done. Rewriting, re-recording, manufacturing, reproducing, and all that good stuff. But again, it's just a task, and I believe in my God. And if I have a God who can literally tear the earth apart behind me, what can a dollar do to me? But I thank you for your time. And again, I'm Brantley Talbert, and all my information is to the right. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to hearing from all the people who support and getting all your info. That way we can talk later. Thank you.